Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Scott Lurie with the Hard Money Co. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We are going to have an unbelievable lunch hour webinar discussing 2025, where I'm finding deals, where you can find deals, and a little bit about your goals. Before we get started, just want to make sure we got an audience that's awake. If everyone can just type in where you're from in the audience, just give us a state, WI for Wisconsin, IL for Illinois. Just let us know where you're from so we can get a little understanding of who we got in the groups today and where everyone's coming from. Who do we got? Is that Wisconsin? Cali, baby. All right, NC, I love it. Welcome. It's great to be with everybody. I know we got more than those people putting in the stage, so if you're trying to figure it out, there we go, populating. Love it. As I said, my name is Scott Lurie with the Hard Money Co. It is great to be here with you today. A little bit about the Hard Money Co. We fund your rentals, repairs, dreams, deals, flips. We're a hard money lender. We understand transactions. I've done thousands of them myself. We are here to support your dreams and get you to the finish line. If you say you can't do it, I'm going to call bull. You can do it. You don't have either the tools, the resources, or the capacity to get to the finish line. We good? A little bit about myself. I started in real estate in 2003, August 2003 to be specific. I was in a family business. I hated the family business. I wanted to get into real estate. I knew nothing about real estate. How many people today own zero things of real estate? Zero assets. How many people own zero? Type in how many doors you have in the chat. I just want to know how many investors we have and the capacity of them. If you got zero, that's good. I was zero in 2003. Some people could have hundreds. I currently have 1,323 apartments. I'm building 500 apartments right now. I'm financing $85 million of deals in 2025, and I'm building millions of square feet of industrial. I started with nothing, zero. So if you're sitting here because you want to learn something, learn you can do it too. You can make it happen. I don't have magical powers. I'm not Superman. I'm just a kid from the streets of Milwaukee, the suburbs of Milwaukee. I wanted to create generational wealth. I wanted to have financial independence. And the only place you can do that is real estate. It's amazing. How many doors we have? What's the highest door count we have, Peter? 9. Awesome. 9 doors. Awesome. That's so great. So 9, let's get moving into 2025. So I started with zero. The reason I'm telling you this is not to toot my own horn. I'm fine in my own little world, but I want you to be inspired. I started with nothing. I now have over a $500 million portfolio of real estate. You can do it too. I've done everything. All of the $500 million of real estate I own, I do it with OPM. Everyone know what OPM is? Other people's money. I invest. I borrow money today. I still have investors. I still use private money lenders. I still use bridge lenders. I still use hard money lenders. I still use all of these resources because it gets me to the finish line. All right. So a little bit about the presentation. We're going to discuss a plan for success. We're going to talk about finding the deals. How many people have tried to find deals and they can't find deals, so they're frustrated? Any frustrated deal finders out there? I can't find deals. The world's after me. How many people we got that are frustrated? Me. Every day we're frustrated, right? But every day I'm back at it. Every single day. And then we're going to talk about how to lock it down and move fast. This is very important, moving fast. Real estate moves just like anything else. A motivated seller, a motivated buyer, and time. Right? What an unbelievable solution. Be able to enact, be able to act, be able to move, be able to finance, be able to close, be able to monetize, be able to do everything you need to do and grow your personal net worth is amazing. So before you start looking, let's talk about strategy, right? So I do several things of strategy. I cover a very large world of strategy today. But I don't recommend it if you're just getting started or if you're having trouble focusing, right? Because if you're having trouble focusing, you're gonna have trouble finding the deals. So strategies that are out there, as we know, are the fix and flip, right? That means I'm gonna buy something, I'm gonna make improvements to it, I'm gonna sell it. I just sold a deal. We just published the first episode of it on our YouTube channel. I just made a deal. I just sold it. I made $100,000. I walked you through the entire process. But I made $100,000. How many people, raise your hands, tell me you would do it, type in 100,000 into the chat. How many people will make $100,000 this year in real estate or want to? It can happen. I don't have special powers. And by the way, participating here, I've got nothing to sell you. I'm only sharing this with you to help you get better in life as well as in real estate. We will not be selling you anything. We have nothing to sell on our web series and our webinars. This is all free content. How many people are involved in the BRRRR strategy? Buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. Me. How many people do heavy value add? Me. How many people are building? Me. Figure out your buy box. Set your buy box. So let's first start here. Define your strategy. What are you doing? What are you doing in 2025? Type in what you're doing into the chat so you are not confused as to what you're doing. Type it into the number. You're either BRRRR, you're fix and flipping, you're doing what? What are you doing in real estate? Write your strategy down and send it in that chat so everybody in the world can see what your strategy is. What do we got, Peter? Great. Okay. All of those are strategies. Write them down. All right. Set your buy box. Define it, figure it out, and know it. My buy box is very defined. I'm looking to buy in the suburbs of Milwaukee, fix and flip homes, and I'm also buying value add opportunities on the Lower East Side in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's my buy box. So when a realtor calls me and says, hey, are you interested in this property over here? It's not in my buy box. What am I saying to them? No, not in my buy box. Stop wasting my time. If it's in my buy box, I'm going out, I'm looking at it, I'm writing an offer immediately. We're going to talk about that because last week I just put a property under contract. A realtor, friend of mine, brought me a deal on the Lower East Side. It's a 3-family. It fit my buy box. The pricing was off. And instead of saying pricing's off, what did I do? I went out there, I viewed it, I offered my number, $85,000 off of the asking price, and I got the deal. We're going to talk about that too. And then know your market. Understanding where your price trends are, understanding what the market is. Do not create your own market. Do not create your own delusion of profit, because all you're going to do is say to yourself in 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 months, well, what I thought was the value isn't the value. And what you really thought the value was isn't really the value. You could have solved this problem earlier, but it was easy to get into the deal prior. Does that make sense? All right. So let's talk about your strategy. So as I defined, my strategy is fix and flip, and my strategy is suburban fix and flips. Okay, so I'm in this price point. I'm also specifically looking to sell the property for this price value. That's kind of my little sweet spot. Okay, what is your strategy? If you're fix and flip, you need to be able to buy right, cover the costs plus the miscellaneous unknowns to get to a profit. If you go to our YouTube channel, we just released the first episode of how I made $100,000 flipping a house. If you're too lazy to watch it, I'm sorry, you won't make $100,000 this year. If you watch it, you will learn a lot of ways to make that $100,000. I just sold the property last Friday and I made $100,000. So what does that mean? I have $100,000 more in my bank account than I had on Thursday. That's what it means, $100,000, okay? In the BRRRR strategy, I also buy value add, right? So I'm buying value add where I can do two things. What makes a BRRRR strategy work? One is the buy, right? So you have to buy it right, okay? I'm buying at X dollars per door no matter where I go. So I bought a property 5 months ago. The tenant, when I looked at the deal, the opportunity on the BRRRR strategy was, in this particular case, was that I knew that the rents were almost $1,300 a month below market on this particular asset. So rents are coming, the renewals are in April. In February, what did Scott do? He said, all rents are up. If you want to leave, feel free to leave. I'll renovate your place. And of the 4 units, 2 have committed to stay and the other 2 have not responded yet. But the opportunity for the BRRRR is that I'm working towards getting 100% financing. So I have used private capital to acquire the property. I have done 0 renovations, except I'm improving the rent on the property right now, and I'm replacing the roof starting on next Wednesday. That's all I've done. And I've taken the rents and increased them $1,200 a month. That allows me to exit into either a DSCR loan at 100% leverage or exit into another type of financing opportunity where I'm 100% leveraged. So find me an industry, because there isn't one. I'm going to give you a little shortcut here. There isn't one that allows you to put none of your own money in it, improve the value of it, get all your money or your private money back, and collect all the cash flow from it, and over the next decade, have the tenant pay down your mortgage, and do that all with none of your own money. So how do you get to a $500 million portfolio? OPM. How do you do that? Carefully, methodically, with a plan. The person that had 9 units, let's get to 20 units this year. Of the people that are buying and holding, how many units do we plan to add in 2025? Type that in the chat. How many units will we be adding in 2025? What's your goal? Is your goal 2 units? Is it doubling to 18? Is it 9 more units? What's the goal you have to add to it? What does that say? 2 to 3. Great.
1 with a plan for 4 more.
Okay, perfect. So you've got a plan. These folks that are responding are adding units as you go along. My goal for my own BRRRR strategy for 2025 is I want to add 20 units this year. Just to the BRRRR strategy, not what I'm building, not the large developments. It's just BRRRR strategy, Lower East Side of Milwaukee. I want to add 20 units. That's my goal. And then the opportunity also is from a strategy is this turnkey property, right? Are you buying an asset, you're putting money down, you're a W-2 employee working somewhere and you don't have the time for real estate, but you want real estate in your future. This is the time to invest in the turnkey and the cash flow real estate. You can do it right now. You can make those investments. All right. So we talk about the defined buy box. For me, we already talked about this. Fix and flips in the suburban markets. I used to buy all over the city of Milwaukee. It gets a little fatiguing when the urban markets have a lot more challenges related to security of the properties right now. So I'm just playing in the suburban markets. I'm buying industrial value add where leases and leases are mature and rents are 20 below market. I will buy this year, that's the wrong marker, but I will buy over 1 million square feet of industrial in 2025. That's my goal. It'll all fit the category of number 2. Industrial value add where leases are mature and rents are below 20% of the market. That's happening. I'm doing that. I already have 2 under contract. I got 2 more I'm buying. Define your buy box, have a plan to go and find it, be specific with the people you're dealing with so they cannot waste your time. And then on the multifamily, where I can add rent value through rent increases, property improvements, and expense reduction. So how many people have rental properties today where you're paying the water bill? That used to be me. I used to pay water bills. How many people are paying for the snow removal or the grass cutting? We got people that are doing this? Yes? Okay, stop. Tell your tenants, I'm not here to pay for your water. Change your lease parameters, change your process, because every $50 matters. I was talking to another investor yesterday, and there were 70 houses, and I said, what if you increase the rents by $100 each, and a $100 rent increase Here's a math equation for everybody, so pay attention. I'm sorry, we're going to do it a little early, but a $100 rent increase per month times, I think there were 70 units. So it came to 72,000 of NOI increase a year through rent increase of $100. So there's 72 units, 72 houses, $100 more in rent. That's not right. The total annual number was $72,000. Let's go to that. $6,000 a month in additional rent by adding $100 a month to the units. What does that do to a valuation at a 6.5 cap? Anybody guess? Don't use your calculators. Just put in the chat what you think the number is of what $100 per unit does to valuation at a 6.5 cap. Any guesses yet? We got them stumped. Someone's going to give me the answer. I feel it. I can feel this group's got the answer brewing. Maybe?
1.25.
$1.25 million of value. Of value. All you did was walk in and raise rents $100. And you just increased your value $1.25 million. And if you took the $1.25 million and you got a 70% loan to value on that, you're getting about $800,000 of additional proceeds back to you. So how hard was it to raise the rents $100? It's pretty easy. So that same math that I just shared with you works if you reduce expenses by $100 a month. So how do you reduce expenses? You stop paying the water bill. You stop cutting their grass for them. You stop paying their heat. Let them pay for it. If you do it on the other side, so it works in both sides of the equation to create the value. Income and expenses. Okay, sorry to get distracted there. So know your market. How many people invest in their home markets? How many people are local investors? I call myself a local investor, but I also invest nationally. But I started locally. I invested only locally for 15 years. How many people invest just locally? Okay, investing locally is the best way to start to grow your portfolio. You know the market. When someone tells you it's over on XY Street, you know how to get there. You can go there. You can understand it. You can touch it. You can feel it. You know values. Oh, this D-Mark, to the east, it's worth a little bit more than to the west. Okay, you can understand that market. So learning your local market is super important to you creating your own value. So how do you do this? Well, get in the car and drive around. I used to drive for dollars all day long. I would sit in my car and drive in circles. I talked to the neighbors. My window was down. Hey, what are you doing with that house? Hey, who lives here? It looks vacant. Oh yeah, it's been run down. The guy doesn't really come by anymore. The grass is this high. That's how you're finding deals. So know your market. Know what the ARVs are. Know what the rental prices are. Know where the trends are going. This area is booming. This area is having its issues. And then get your financing ready with the market you're in to close deals fast. Be ready to close. I'm ready to close right now. Who's selling me something? Because I'm ready to buy. And I got my financing in order to go do it. Where to find deals? How many people said they're frustrated and they don't have deals? I don't have deals. I'm frustrated. Where are the frustrated people? Raise your hands. Type in, I'm frustrated. They're here. Me, I'm frustrated. I can't find deals. What did you do today to find a deal? Because I'm going to tell you what I did, but what did you do? I hope the answer isn't nothing. If this is you, we're going to have a problem. Because you are never going to get anything done. Winners win. Be a winner. How do you find deals? Data and MLS. There are so many data sources today, right now, that can help you find deals. PropStream, PropWire, Privy, MLS, Zillow, Redfin. I just named 6 of them. If you're not on all 6 of them today, right now, creating searches and queries and ideas and opportunities, I can't help you. Did everyone get those things? PropWire, free. PropStream, I think it's 99 bucks a month. Zillow, free. Privy, maybe 600 bucks a year. Redfin, MLS. This is the one that always entertains me the most. I just sold a flip, as I told you, that I made $100,000 on. That's available on our YouTube channel. And I bought it on Facebook. So I do not engage in the social media drama that goes on about what you like for politics or your favorite pizza, or if you do not like cilantro. I hate cilantro. Well, I don't engage. I use social to benefit my life through finding opportunities. Are you on all of the social networks that allow you to get there? If you're not, it's super easy to do so. Your life will be changed in a few clicks of buttons. And then personal network. I text and call people that are in my network asking them, do you have a deal for me? Find me a deal. Do me a favor. Yes, what's the favor, Scott? Find me a deal. All right, let's get into those platforms for a minute. PropWire, Jerry Norton's. Who has no money? And who has no money to find deals? Go to PropWire. It's the same data that you get from PropStream and from Zillow. It's all aggregated. It's just how you figure out the searching of it. There's online platforms all over the place. These are all free. Data sources, MLS, county records. You can look up city and tax foreclosures. The other one is the Daily Reporter. Daily Reporter. And then, do you have automations set to identify properties that fit your buy box? When a new opportunity presents itself in the suburbs, I get notified, hey, maybe this should be considered. All right. How many people have an investor network? How many people are back up for 1 minute. How many full-time real estate investors do we have in the audience? Just type in full if you're full-time, and mostly full-time. All right, so we got a lot of full-time investors. If you're full-time as an investor, you have a full-time network of investors. I hope so. You know your partners, you know your competition, you know your peers. You know how to find deals. I used to send 10,000 letters a month. I used to advertise on billboards. I used to advertise on radio. I don't have time for that anymore, so I go to a wholesale network. How many wholesalers do we have in the room? How many people know the wholesalers in their market? It's my favorite one. If you go on any Facebook group and they say, hi, I'm new to the group. I'm looking for cash buyers in Milwaukee. Okay, Mr. Wholesaler, nice to meet you. And I'm happy to talk to him because that wholesaler might find a deal for me. And I'm willing to pay them their assignment fee for the deal. As far as off market goes and sellers, you should know, sorry, I gotta go back one. So PropWire, which is free, will let you know every single owner of the type of real estate you want to buy. It doesn't mean they're for sale today, but as they say, stuff happens. I'm not a seller today. Tomorrow they might be. So knowing the deals that are on market as well as the ones that are off market. The ones that are off market that aren't selling, get to know the sellers. Hey, Steve, my name is Scott. I know you own an 18 unit at 1234 Main Street. I know it's not on the market, and I know you're not a seller. But when you are a seller, please consider me. Do you have an email I can send you? My contact information? Sure. Communicate. That guy might call you tomorrow because grandma might get sick. Grandma might be moving out of town and he needs to move with grandma. And then online networks. Facebook, easy one. Everyone's on Facebook, I think. And I find Facebook to be a ridiculous form of nonsense, but the ability to buy a $100,000 net profit flip, I'm searching. There's bigger pockets. There's local RIAs. There's local real estate events. There's local networking events. Be an advocate for you. So let's look. Online networks. So take a look here. Are you in Milwaukee? Are you in Chicago? Are you in Detroit? You've got all of these groups are in Milwaukee. All of these groups are in Chicago. This one in Chicago has 33,000 members. If you can't find a deal there, I don't know how to help you. Detroit, 12,000, 14,000, 21,000, 43,000, 34,000, 11,000. Holy hell, these groups are amazing. If you're in these markets or in another market, find the networks. Join them. Do we have any questions, by the way? I'm sorry. If there's any, I forgot to also mention because I got too excited about this. If there are any questions at any time, please feel free to put it in the chat. Peter will moderate and we will answer your question as well. So the question is, how do you drive for dollars, right? So drive for dollars. We're going to go back to just because I need a screen. So drive. This is my car, okay? So I'm not a good driver of a car, but let's just say this is my car, okay? And you're driving for dollars. So what does that mean, right? So people say, what does driving for dollars mean? So driving for dollars is driving through neighborhoods where you want to buy homes and looking for signals that there is a distressed opportunity on your hands. Grass is not cut. Property looks like it's run down or abandoned. Condition of a home is abandoned. Visual feeling is not there. Talking to the neighbor who's out walking the dog, who's cleaning the lawn, saying, this guy's a problem. Trash in the yard. Cars in the yard. All of the nonsense is there. So driving for dollars is there. The problem is, if you go out today and you use your gas and you drive around, you might drive for 8 hours and you're going to get back nothing. So you drive for dollars, you do this for 8 hours. You finish here with goose egged. What do most people do? What do all of us Americans do? What do most people do after that day? Someone tell me. Someone's got the answer.
Give up.
You give up. You quit.
What is that drink?
You drink. You quit. You're pissed off. Real estate's not that fun anymore. I just spent 8 hours in my car driving around trying to find a deal and I got nothing. And I'm going to go home and I'm going to do this. Cry and maybe drink. That's easy. What do the successful people do? They do it again tomorrow. And again tomorrow. And again tomorrow. It might take you 5 months of driving around every single Friday for the next 5 months till you find your deal. I don't know. But you've got to figure it out as to what works for you. So let's jump into these Facebook groups for a little bit. Chicago real estate. I've got an off-market deal in Lansing, Illinois. Comps are 280 to 300. They're looking to get 110 for it. Talk to these people, guys. These deals are right here. These people that are posting all of this are wholesalers. They have a deal under contract. They've done your dirty work. What more can you ask for? I don't like driving for dollars. I don't want to go home and cry and drink beer. I want to do deals. Okay. Well, call Cameron. Call Sammy Jammy. I know Sammy. This is an off-market deal Sammy Jammy's selling. Find the solutions to the problem. Stop quitting. Stop drinking. Stop drinking and quitting. Do real estate. It's way more fun. These are all from Facebook groups. There's another channel that I haven't mentioned, and it just struck my mind here, is called, Nikes. I do that every time. How did I do? Okay. It's called Investor Lift. How many people are on Investor Lift? Show of hands. How many people are on Investor Lift? Investor Lift is where wholesalers wholesale houses. If you're not signed up for Investor Lift, please stop listening to me right now. Hang up and go to investorlift.com and sign up. It's free. Investor Lift has deals. Yes, Peter. Yeah, wholesalers inflate their ARV prices because they don't know the ARV. Follow the logic. The ARV is somewhat irrelevant in this. Where is the deal in here? Someone tell me. Investors, wholesalers are not real estate investors. They're pawning contracts. God bless them. I love them. But what ARV do I come up with? Mine. What they came up with, who cares? It does not matter. Every one of these ARVs is one thing. There's only one thing they are. Lies. Did I spell that right? Yes. Okay? They're all lies. Come up with your own. Here's my $100,000 flip. Santi, Holly, Speranza. Here they are. This was the Facebook ad I responded to on May 14th of 2024. True story fact. Asking price $299, repairs $150, ARV $550 to $600. I know Santi and Holly. These are guys that are local in my market. They are not liars. The ARV was $600. The repairs cost me $150. I paid $283 for the house. I made over $100,000. This is it. It's on our YouTube channel. Just go listen to it. I know that you're probably tired of listening to me, but go listen to the damn thing. It's a how many part is it? 4-part episodes. It's awesome, and it will help you get there. So what does this ad say? Asking price, email for details, must have proof of funds, cash money, hard money only. Let's go, baby. 5K earnest money in 48 hours. Money talks. I forget the saying. It's like money talks and something walks. I don't know. You'll figure that out. Do not wholesale me. And DM me. No tire kickers. Stop wasting my damn time. Sorry, Santi. I'll stop wasting your time. No problem, sir. I got this ad. I responded to it at 7:30 in the morning. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was under contract. Boom. The best deals come to those who build strong relationships. This is the truth. I know Santi. You know who I said I messaged earlier today to get me a deal? Anybody can guess? Anybody can guess who I messaged today? Someone give me one guess who I messaged today.
Same dude.
Same dude. Hey, dude, I just made $100,000 on this deal. Got another $100,000 for me? I'm walking around trying to pick up candy. You got any? Where is it? Be known as a buyer. How many people are out there where your reputation is quality and people trust you to close on deals? Me. Are you the same? Are you going to do what you say you're going to do to create the reputation you want? I hope so. Be known as a buyer. People call me and they say, hey, Scott, can you buy this property? And I'm like, absolutely. When do you want to close? Here's the deal. I get the earnest money sent within not 48 hours, but 5 minutes. And I'm ready to close. Here's what happens. When you become known as a buyer, when you move fast and you follow through, you build a reputation as what? What does Santi get out of this deal? Backwards. What does Santi get out of this deal? Awfully got quiet. What did we think Santi got out of this deal? Money. So simple. Santi gets money. I want to give Santi money. I want to pay him to get me more deals. Thank you, Santi. I pay him. Okay, any questions before we get into the now what's? We're good? All right. You found a deal, now what? Right? How many people have this problem? I found a deal, now what? Well, before you find a deal and you do now what, you've got to make sure you can move fast. Good deals do not wait. It's that simple. Good deals do not wait. I will come in and kick your butt in speed if you're not going to do the kicking of the butting. Beat me. I dare you, but beat me. You can do it. You've got to hustle. Contact the seller immediately. You know how many times people say, oh, I've called that person 4 times, they don't answer. How many people get this every day? People are afraid to answer their phones today. People are afraid to call people today. Man, that's the best. I told my son, life's going to be so easy for you if you just know how to answer your phone in 2 years, because no one else will answer their phone. Execute with confidence. So move fast. Be confident in what you're doing. I walked through that property. I offered him my number. I was 100% confident I was going to make no less than $100,000, and I was excited. Execute with confidence. Walk the property ASAP. That doesn't mean, hey, Saturday's for the bros. I'm going to go out to the bar drinking. We're going to go play some hoops, and then we're going to go screw around. I'll go look at the property for you. I'll go buy it for you. You tell the bros I'll be back after lunch. Get your financing lined up and get ready to commit. We get 15, 20 applications on the weekend. Every weekend, people are doing deals. If you're not doing them, no problem. They're doing them. And then close on the deal. Deliver on your offer. And when you close on the deal, you create one thing. Well, 2 things. Trust, right? Hey, Scott did exactly what Scott said he was going to do. I trust Scott now. I don't know Scott, but next time I have an opportunity, I know that I can trust Scott to do that. Do you have that trust in your network? The other thing is confidence. These 2 kind of go hand in hand, but when you get someone's trust and you can earn their confidence, you create a win-win relationship. Act fast and execute. We talked about this already a little bit, but good deals will not wait. Do not put a reason, a barrier in front of you why you can't go to do it. You can't walk the property. You can't Facebook this morning because, I don't know, something. Don't make the mistake of delaying. Make the call, walk the property, get your money right so you can close, so you can create the trust and confidence. Get to the closing table. Don't create your unnecessary doubts or drama. This happens all the time. We get it all the time. And I'm like, why? And I know the answer is something stupid, so I don't even push on it because it doesn't make sense to me. But no last minute surprises. When I'm going to send the wire, I'm closing tomorrow on a property I'm buying. I'm not asking them to send me wire instructions tomorrow. Give me the wire instructions today. I want to queue up the wire. When they walk in the morning and the title company says, we're clear to close, we have all of the buyer's funds and we're ready to close, what do people say? Man, that was easy because everyone else's deals, the money didn't come in, it's 3:55. How many people have been in this scenario? It's 3:55, wire cuts off at 4, we don't have the wire yet, but you signed all the documents. How many people have had this happen? 3:55 is a Friday afternoon stress nonsense. The craziness on Friday afternoons. Well, what is going on? You know what's happening on Friday. Friday's closing day. Be a closer. This also means one thing. Be a winner. Winners do one thing. What do? Put it in the chat. What do winners do?
They win.
Win. Are you a winner? Winners win. It's so simple. I'm telling you, I'm a winner. I'm going to win. I'm going to go to the closing table. I'm going to get the deal done. I'm going to go make the money. I'm going to profit it. I'm going to solve all the problems because winners win. Are you a winner? If you're a winner, tell me you're a winner in the chat. I'm a winner. Write it in there. I am a winner. And winners get rich. Damn right they do. Winners want to make money. Winners want to profit. Winners equated to winners create success to something. If you're a basketball player and you're a winner, you're getting a championship. If you're an entrepreneur and you win, you make money. Okay, it's 12:45. A little bit about the Hard Money Co., which is simply if you want us to help finance some of your deals, we have an easy application process. You can do it in 5 minutes. Winners, 4 minutes. Where I am finding deals 2025. I hope today was helpful. I'd love to hear if anybody has any questions. I want to open it up for a 5-minute Q&A. If anybody has any questions on any topic, including where I'm finding deals in 2025, let's bring them out here for this group to listen to. You guys have been engaging and responsive, and I hope I got a bunch of winners in this room that are going to win. Let me hear a question. How many deals do I look at that fall through? Way too many. There are way too many undependable people in the world with way too much nonsense in their lives. And usually what happens when a deal falls through is it falls through due to title, right? So we have title issues, payoff issues. This is my favorite, by the way. I didn't know that I had a mortgage. Okay, I don't know what that means, but you've been paying it. So deals happen all the time, but I look at those as opportunities. Deals fall through, move forward. No drama. Put the drama aside. Deal fell through. You're not telling anybody about it. You're not complaining about it. You're not sad about it. You're just moving on to the next deal. So the question is, what type of leads do I target today and which are the most profitable? So there's a couple ways to do this. It's a great question. I always target high equity deals because that's one of the most important components for me to buy at a discount. You have to have the opportunity to buy a discount. If a house is worth $100,000, let's just say, and you owe $95,000, what is the opportunity? Zero. Do not spend any time on that. Do not even waste 1 minute of your time. So here's what you need. You need high equity. Okay, that's one. I look at non-owner occupied. So the reason you look at non-owner occupied is usually those people have tenants, and at some point, the tenant pain gets to the motivating factor that they want to sell. Okay, you can look at estates. These are always been the largest wins for me. So I've always made the most amount of profit in the estate transaction. Kids are in California. Mom used to live in Milwaukee. House is in disrepair. Kids want out and never want to come back to Milwaukee. I got money. I'm ready to close today. That works in all 50 states. Grandma lives somewhere. Kids live otherwhere. Estates are huge. Estates and probate. Okay. You can help with foreclosures. The issue with foreclosures usually is it's a lot of work. And if you can't figure out their equity or time they've owned the house, then you end up in a scenario where you can't make any money. So you can do foreclosure with no new mortgage for 10 years and hope that the amortization has worked and the appreciation of the value has been there. So I always start here, high equity. I like to add non-owner occupied. I go for estates. I look at foreclosures. And then I look at 1 to 4 families in that category. This is a great question. Wish I could do a pull-up. How do you move fast and do your due diligence? This is a great, who asked this? I'm sorry. Oh, internal question, but I like it. It's a great question. So here's the question. This is a great question because this happens all the time. How can I move so fast? I can't even have time to do my due diligence by the time Scott comes in there and kicks my butt because he's already done his due diligence. Well, Scott didn't do his due diligence. Let me back you up to what Scott did. Scott bought right. So when he was asking $299 on that flip, I offered him $283, and the $283 gave me $17,000 in OSHIT money. And I know that in a house that's 3-bedroom, 2-bath in this market, that $17K is really enough money to cover whatever I missed. That's what happens, right? So what I do, my trick is I don't offer what they're asking, but I sell everything else. I never need to go back to the property. I have my numbers are right. My number's 283 and I'll close in 5 days and here's earnest money. And so in this particular deal, just so you understand, the one that it's on our YouTube channel and I hope you watch it, that one, I lost the deal first. I was not the highest bidder. Someone else paid the more money. Someone else was awarded the deal. And then they started doing the, oh shit dance, right? Well, what about this? And I'm not holy. And then the deal fell apart and they came back to me. But I was 100% convicted to my number at 283, 100%. So I just cover in the deals, right? What could go wrong? Well, people say the foundation's bad. Okay, the foundation was bad in this house that I missed in the inspection. I got the foundation fixed for $2,000. I got 15 G's left in oh shit money. And by the way, I used 11 of it because the chimney needed a new chimney liner. Still made $100,000. So we lend all over the country. We do really well in the Midwest. We do really well when we're dealing with a borrower who's already done 3 flips and can verify them and has money and decent credit. So 680 credit, we go down to 620. We prefer 680. We prefer experience. And more important than all of this, we want to work with winners. And of the portfolio we have, we've got 90% winners. But those losers, man, are they painful? Holy smokes. They have more problems in their lives than you've ever dreamt of having. So try to be a winner and stay out of the problems like, I didn't do this, this happened, I lost my job. You lost your job. No, you probably didn't show up and you got fired. It's not losing your job, it's called getting fired. Think about it. Oh, I don't know where you are. That's a great question. How do I get comps? So if you can't get comps in the area, I don't know if you're in Milwaukee, I don't know how that works, right? There's comps everywhere to support what you want. If you send us the address, I'm happy to run our own comp report and deliver it to you. We use Wire Data or MLS. We also use a company called Richer Values, which can produce reports for values. I'm not sure how in Milwaukee you can't get a comp unless it's a really unique, like 30-bedroom house or something crazy that I don't know, but you should be able to get comps for it. Yeah, send us the deal, please, and it's Christiane. I'll help you. No problem. Send it over. I have a wholesaler. This is a great question. Who's the wholesaler?
Josephine.
Josephine. I'm a wholesaler and I can't find a buyer. I don't want to tell you this to make you think I'm rude, but your deal sucks. Okay? You either are paying too much, it doesn't have enough spread in it, or you haven't had enough opportunity for people to make money on it. If the deal worked, if the wholesale deal was an opportunity and people would buy it, it would be gone already. They'd be gone in 5 seconds. So either as learning wholesaling, you either didn't buy deep enough, or the opportunity you're sharing with investors sucks. If it sucks, no one's buying it. There are more investors that'll buy the deal if it's good and less that'll buy it if it's garbage. Sorry to be brutal, but like, look at the deal. You do the math. Where does the investor make the money? Does the Hard Money Code fund ground up deals? The answer is yes. You have to qualify by being this and experienced. If it's your first ground up deal, we're not the outfit for you. Well, you're stuck with, okay. So Josephine, help me understand the transaction. Do you have it under contract or you've closed on it? Yeah, okay. So, Josephine, if you have it under contract and the deal sucks, renegotiate the deal. So go back to the seller and say, this deal needs to be renegotiated due to repairs, and I can't buy it at this value, and let me give you a new number and see if you can work that out. If you can't do that and you already own the property, then I would have advised you not to buy it prior to that time. So what happened here is you've either created a lofty ARV that no one's buying into, or it has way more work than you're estimating. And those are the opportunities that create your mess. So don't quit. Don't quit. Go and find more deals to make up for this transaction. You got to go out there and learn from this mistake. You cannot buy deals because you were able to get someone just to say yes. So she bought it bad. So my suggestion is figure out an exit plan to get out of it, and then equally wake up tomorrow morning recharged to go make the losses up plus $10,000 more. Go make another 100 grand, Josephine. But do it and move on. Move on and go make some money. All right. Guys, this was engaging. This is why I'm motivated every day, is that real estate is the only opportunity for financial independence, for cash flow, for generation wealth, and you can do it with no money. It's the only industry. It's amazing to me. And I do it every day. So when people say you can't, I'm like, okay, fine. I can't. I'll be back. We finance hundreds of deals a year from people that are winners. Winners win. Be a winner. Get your mind right. Get your world right. Get your thesis right. Get your buy box right. Get your area right. Get your money right. And then go out and execute and win. My name is Scott Lurie with the Hard Money Co. I hope I have an opportunity to look at one of your deals, finance it, and hear your winning story. If you check out our reviews, you'll see all of the winners that are winning with our financing, and you have an opportunity to win too. But you gotta know what you're doing, and you gotta be a winner. Winners win. Thank you for being here. I hope to hear from you soon. And please check out my YouTube video on our $100,000 flip that's going out in 4 parts. It's an amazing opportunity for you to learn how to make 100 grand. I hope you watch it. Thank you so much for being here.